So there's at least that. Like, he didn't need to make the Susanoo that big in the first place. He was just doing it just to flex,
Yeah.
basically.
See, the thing is, though, in that scene, like, this is where I think it's just Kishimoto drawing things for the sake of it and not thinking about it consistency-wise. Because, yeah, the perfect Susanoo looks absolutely ridiculously huge in that fight. But, like, then he's going around saying, oh, it's Biju level and, like, everything, and it's the Biju size, the size of the Ninetales. I mean, the Ninetales, when it first appears, is 50,000 times bigger than it is later on. So, like...
Well, I do have something for you just for, like, evidence at the very least, regardless of how it looks scaling-wise. Madara is, like, unsheathing his sword, which is obviously at his waist. That's about halfway up his Susanoo. And in the background, it's, like, cutting off the tops of the mountains, implying that he's about a little bit less than half, or about, like, double the size of the mountain, anyways.
Wasn't Kurama's tail supposed to be, like, destroying mountains in the first chapter?
Okay, they say that, and then freaking the massive Rasengan supposed to be carving mountains, but at the very least we see this just is the case, at least in the anime. I assume it's the same in the manga.
I don't know off the top of my head, but...
Yeah. But like, regardless of the size, if Madara unsheathing his sword cuts mountaintops in half, it would just do the same to Madara's dragon thing. Just unsheathing the sword, that's all he has to do. It's like, the fight doesn't even need to start. I don't even understand. Like,
Hashirama's golem is more durable than a mountain, then.
But is that realistic? Like, is that actually reasonably the case? Like, I just don't think it is.
Okay, but it is somehow, because otherwise he would just get bodied in every fight, which he doesn't. So...
I don't know. I don't.
Madara shouldn't be able to cut mountains by unsheathing his sword for this very reason.
Well, first of all, if they're changing the maps, it kind of makes sense. It's pretty cool at the very least.
Well, okay, then Hashirama is definitely more durable. He's changing the maps too.
Like, is he though? Because again, like, maybe debating and having fun.
We're not even angrily.
I joined the stream right around when y'all started talking about, like, perspectives and how large the Ninetales and the Perfect Susanoo look and how... Yeah, that's when I joined.
Okay. Thoughts?
So, that's all I've heard so far.
Yeah, thoughts?
I don't know if the Susanoo was meant to be as large as the mountains. I think the mountains are just quite far away. And this is like a perspective thing. It looks as large as the mountains, even though it probably isn't.
Well, it's not about the size. It's about the fact that it cut the mountains. Unless you think the unsheathing of the sword was angled upwards, or the curvature of the earth, the mountains were just that far away. I don't think so.
It is kind of weird because Kishimoto... Particularly in regard, like, you know the toad? What's his name? Gamabunta? Yeah, he changed the size of Gamabunta too.
But that one is rooted in reality to some degree.
I hadn't reminded you of this, but there's the fact that Orochimaru's 800 Serpent is bigger than Manda by some unknown amount, and it's, you know, like, quite a bit bigger, a lot bigger than Itachi's Perfect Susanoo, but it's that... or Itachi's Susanoo, but, like, it's like twice as big or whatever it is, 3 times as big maybe, I don't know. But, like, it's bigger than Manda, who's Gamabunta size, so, like, Itachi's Susanoo isn't really that much smaller than Gamabunta, but, oh wait, Gamabunta's Kurama size, but, oh wait, Kurama's Perfect Susanoo size. Oh, Itachi is the Perfect Susanoo. Oh wait, it's smaller than the 800 Serpent.
Don't get me started on Kurama himself changing sizes all over the place.
Kishimoto, when he was, like, drawing this stuff, I don't really think that he was thinking about, like, oh, this is gonna be, like, I'm gonna make it consistently this large all the time. It's all for the specific scenes that he wants to draw.
Yeah. Again, my argument here isn't about how large it looks. It's about what it does. Which
like it cut through the mountain, so it should. So you said it cut through the mountain, therefore it should be able to cut through wood.
Well, no. It's about the size. Is that it should be about twice as large as those mountains. because it's
Why?
cutting at like its hip, which is about halfway up the Susanoo.
Why would that mean that it's as large as the mountains?
Because that means the Susanoo's hip is about even with the mountaintop.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how high up the mountain does it slice? Does it only slice the top? Does it slice it halfway?
I mean,
Like,
you can
where
look
does
it
it
up.
slice?
Wait, where does it slice?
It slices it like I
Anything
think like
though.
80 to 90% upwards. It's towards the topish, at least from memory. But someone please look it up because I'm not confident.
When does he do this? Does he do this in the 5 Kage fight or
it's
the
very end of
Madara
it.
versus Hashirama
5 Kage fight?
I'm not actually as familiar with these chapters. I actually don't know what chapter this would actually be.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Well,
Damn.
I'll let you guys look
anyways.
more.
Yeah, I'll look for it.
Stone.
Can't believe 6 just knows stuff like this off the top of his head. Crazy.
I mean, it'd be helpful if I like read the manga.
Yeah.
I have read many sections of the manga, but I haven't read it in one go. So I know certain sections, and I don't know other sections.
I know the chapters of things I've researched. That's it. Like, I know the Itachi in Kabuto fight very well because I've just looked at that part a billion times for various reasons, for example. But like the Madara versus the Kage part that's within this, I don't know because never really looked at that fight in the manga for any reason.
Again, I don't even know what this is in the manga, but I can't imagine it isn't.
I feel like
is what is in the manga.
The mountain slice.
Sheathing sword.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like the display
Bro,
power.
Madara,
Like
can you just use your stupid perfect Susanoo already?
Actually, while you're looking at those other Susanos, Kamui, are those like the 25 clones? Are they using the smaller version of the perfect Susanoo? Because that would confirm there is a size discrepancy. Okay,
no, they have a different design.
Okay. Yeah, that does make sense actually. So never mind with that.
Okay, wait, here's him using it. Okay.
Were you saying earlier that like Madara might be able to change the size of his Susanoo?
Yeah, because I think the perfect Susanoo is around. It means that like the cladding of the Susanoo rather than the size. I don't see any reason.
He's swinging his sword up here. I found this in the manga. You can show it. He's definitely swinging the sword up, so it could have an upward trajectory, even if it doesn't really look it here.
If you could show it,
definitely could.
So in the anime, he's swinging his sword. He unsheaths it, and he swings. Let's see, upward. Yeah. He swings upward.
I can't tell what's happening.
So the wind is gonna be blowing up. I mean, we don't know what
so the anime definitely shows like because of how powerful the swing is, he just like unleashed like a powerful force, and like it's flowing. It's like gliding upward.
So. What's this in the background of the panel? Is that the beachfront? What is the thing that looked like it was like stopping the Garomazo? Is that one of the meteors?
What are you looking at?
The thing that Sauron posted. Since you're not posting anything, Kamui.
Oh.
So
after I asked like 30 times. This.
Yeah, so I think that is just I don't know what you call that, to be honest, but to me that's definitely not a mountain.
No, this isn't the mountain that I was referring to.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying, like, look at how tall that is in compare. Like, I don't think the Susanoo is actually as tall as the mountains.
What, these in the background? I don't think
it's actually meant to be. No, the thing that's right next to it.
No, this isn't a mountain. I agree.
Yeah, and look at how large it is in comparison.
I would say these are mountains.
No, but look at the thing I just posted, though.
Well, that's what I was referring to in the first place. But it would be in front of them.
So if you look at this.
it is about toward the top.
This makes the mountains look bigger than the perfect Susanoo because they're farther away and they just look like they're a bigger object.
Yeah, they do just look bigger. And he's definitely swinging upwards. It's not like he just unsheathed his sword and then like swung around his hip. He swung upwards.
I mean, he is swinging upwards, but it's first of all, that just wouldn't make sense based on the angular trajectory. Like, first of all, the ground's being
I don't know
destroyed,
what the hell he's doing here,
but the cut is straight across. It's not like at an angular upwards cut.
I mean, it is a little bit
straight across.
but
he is going up. Yeah, he's not like swinging. Yeah, you're right about that one.
Yeah,
so it's slightly up, but not as much up as it should be.
Why did it? Because it kind of looks like he's just swinging straight up, even though he cuts them in half. Shouldn't if he was swinging straight up, shouldn't have just sliced them in half? Like,
it could also just be the angle to where he actually is swinging sideways. It just, we can't really tell based on this weird angle.
Because he should have sliced them out and straight up if he swung straight up, but clearly that's not the case.
I'm pretty sure in the anime he swung
it like across, like he probably has it the sheath on his left side, so his right arm reaches across. Sideways. He swings it like sideways but upwards at the same time.
Yeah.
In the anime, it's sideways.
I agree. Yeah, especially considering even if you did want to say it was like even upwards, then these mountains would be cut at different parts of the mountain. Like, it would be lower here and higher here, but it's like at the same angle, so it's like a straight line going across.
Yeah, but yeah, he definitely isn't as large as the mountains. The Susanoo. Definitely not. I'm so itchy.
Based off this image, I would say no.
Yeah.
I mean, let's do some math, shall we?
I mean, but like, you have to keep in mind, those are farther away, and it still seems like you could just cut out Madara, and he would still be smaller than the total mountain.
Okay. Do you want to do the left mountain or the right mountain? We'll do the left mountain.
What are you trying to do?
First of all, I'm going to put this mountain top back on its top.
Yeah.
So,
wait, what the heck?
Right, what is this website?
Wait, what is this website?
It's not a website.
Oh, you can do this in Paint 3D?
Yeah. What do you think about that? Is that... We'll do this.
I didn't know you could do this.
I think it's fine the way it was. Yeah, you don't have to overdo it.
Okay.
I didn't know that you could do
right
this.
around there.
That's pretty good. Just leave it.
Okay. So now we'll do this to Madara.
Oh wait, you lost your thing.
Oh yeah, it's because I'm doing this right now. It'll come back after I'm done getting it out.
I did not know that you could do this in Paint 3D.
Isn't it cool?
Yes,
Paint 3D is, by the way, stopped being supported. Doesn't stop me.
Does it work on Mac?
Wow, would you know? I wouldn't know.
Wait, so this is so
cool. Good.
It's the easiest way of doing this ever. What the hell?
This is so much easier than what I than
look at that. Look at how good that is.
Editor.
Oh, look at how good that is.
It's way easier.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Bro.
Okay. So I don't know exactly how to do this, but if you just move them here, and you taller there, but obviously it would shrink. So
yeah, you have to.
You would, but you wouldn't know how much. But that's the point, though. The fact is, if you don't shrink him for the distance, he's still like the size, and these mountains are way farther away, so they have to be bigger.
Yeah.
So these would be perspective lines. We'll just do it to the top of the head instead of, I guess, wings. What are these? What is this on his back?
I don't think Madara Unsheathing can fly.
Plating.
Maybe just do like the top of his head. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I was going to do top of it, but I'm saying, what is this in general?
It's just like his armor.
Yeah, but I've never seen armor do that.
Actually, maybe they are wings.
Well, Susanoo flame.
But I don't think his Susanoo can fly like Sasuke's.
Okay, we'll say like there.
But they do look like wings.
Okay. So I will give you this. This shouldn't be a straight line, but it is. So I would therefore have to agree.
Okay.
Based on this. Yeah. Because, oh, I made it undo. Yeah. So at the very least, he is Probably around as tall as the mountains.
Yeah, but again though, that's farther away. So the straight lines aside, like that just makes no sense. The fact is,
no, I know
he is on the map the same size, but it's farther away, so he has to be smaller than the mountain.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying around the same size.
Degree.
He can be smaller than the mountain. He's still about the size of the mountain.
No, because we don't know the distance away. So he's just unquantifiably smaller.
Unquantifiably smaller, yes, but I would still say he's about the size of a mountain. I don't think that's
not necessarily,
because
he could be half the size. Like,
he could actually be half the size.
I don't think he's going to be half the size. Like, if we're doing like this, do you really think that's about the scale?
It could be. Like, it depends on how far away that mountain is.
It could be, actually. Yeah, I don't disagree.
Well, either way.
It depends on something that we don't have an answer to.
I still think it would just be drawn incorrectly perspective-wise, and that the sword unsheathing slash thing would still be what we go based off of.
No, because he's swinging up. It just doesn't make sense. I wouldn't use this at all.
Yeah, I don't think the upward swing is what's doing this. I do think he swung sideways like in the anime, and the sword just is in the upwards position here.
Okay, but again, though, if he's swinging from his hip and it's cutting the top of that mountain, like you said, he should be like 1.5 to 2 times as big. But as we're seeing from this perspective shot, he is, if anything, smaller than it. It doesn't make sense. So you just don't use this image.
Which is why I agreed that the perspective of the image is...
No, but then I could argue that the sheathing thing is the problem. Like, they don't... how are you going to prove which is the better thing here? Because they're both inconsistent.
Because the sheathing is what's happening is the problem.
To deduce the size.
See, but the sheathing is what's happening. You could see that it just did happen.
Okay, but you're seeing the image depicting the height.
Yeah, but you like you said yourself, you can't quantify the height based on the perspective. So you would point to the perspective.
Okay, but you can't quantify the sheathing because he's swinging upward at the end of the day. So there is going to be an upward trajectory.
Well, you don't know which direction he's sheathing. The sword just is up here. In the anime, it is a sideways sweep.
No matter what, he's got it up at the end.
Well, it's not the end that's doing the damage. It's the unsheathing.
Yeah, but the momentum is going up. So he's swinging up.
The momentum at the end of it.
No. He's not... Unless you think he swung sideways, then just randomly threw the sword in the air, like a Tusken Raider in Star Wars. No, he's swinging up.
I mean, again, it wouldn't make sense based on this, so... And again,
it doesn't make sense, period.
Okay, I'm glad you agree it doesn't make sense. But like we also said, again, the perspective can make it look like he's swinging up when he actually isn't.
Well, he's definitely swinging. It doesn't make sense otherwise.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense if he's just swinging up. No, he's definitely seeing sideways.
Exactly. So the perspective, at least,
unless Madara is trying to swat a fly in the air in this panel.
Well, Kamui weakness disgusts him. Maybe so.